Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear children, my dear students. How are you? I hope you are enjoying the best of health. I welcome you in my class, that is English for grade 1, and we are learning unit 4. That is a story with the title The Boy Who Cried Wolf. And today is lecture 4 under the title of pronunciation skills. We will learn about 1 or 2 syllable words. And we'll cover page number 34 of your book. Before this, in your previous class, English for grade C, you are given the concept of 2 syllable words. That was page number 50 of your book. So you are familiar with the concept of syllables. And in lecture 2 of unit 3, I have taught you about vowels and consonants. I hope you remember. So today we'll learn further, and I remind you over here, do you remember the vowels that were A, E, I, O, U? Remember these again because these are going to help us to understand the concept of syllable. Alright, today's SLOs are spell simple 1 or 2 syllable words, point out or name some common objects in a picture or an illustration, describe them in a word or 2 or in a sentence. Identify, recognize and articulate common 2 to 3 lettered sight words and words with common spelling patterns. These are all today's SLO. So let's start with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah says in Surah Ibrahim verse 24, have you not considered how Allah presents an example to mankind, a good word like a good tree. A good word like a good tree, whose root is firmly fixed and its branches high in the sky. Yes, my dear children, I ever tell you under the title of pronunciation skill, I give you something why we need to learn these. Now here, see what a beautiful example Allah has given, that a good word is like a good tree. So like a good tree have many qualities, likewise a good word have many qualities, and one of them is it is said properly and clearly. That's why we need to learn pronunciation skills. That's why if we learn, then we'll be able to say, spell and write it correctly. This is what we are trying to. Okay, so here let's come to the topic, that is in a word or in a part of word. Now look at this, a complete word or a part of word. A vowel sound is called one syllable. Here, my children, I have given you 3 things. A complete word or a part of word and a vowel sound. These 3 things refers to one syllable. Now, I want to ask you, here I have written vowel sound. I just told you there are 5 vowels in our English alphabets, letters, A, E, I, O, U. There are 5 vowels, if you remember. So, vowel sound we are referring. Vowel sound is one syllable. Can anybody tell me why we did not use vowel letter? We said vowel sound. Just raise your hand if you know. And teacher, if a child tells you the correct answer, kindly appreciate the child from me. Give him a big pat that he or she could understand the concept. But I'm going to tell you as well. Why we use vowel sound? Because we remember 2 vowels may give one sound. That's why we use vowel sound, not vowel letter. We say vowel sound because 2 vowels can also give one sound. This concept you have learnt in your previous class under the title of long and short vowels. It was on page number 29 of your book. Okay, and I'm going to repeat it. Over here I have given you example. These are 2 vowels, A and I, but these 2 together give one sound and we say rain, rain. So A and I go together. Here there are 2 O, but these, as we know, we use it as long vowel, and double O give one sound. And we say book, it's one syllable. Rain, it's one syllable. Again, B, though there are two E's, but together they are making one sound, and it is one syllable word. Are you getting it? Don't worry, we are learning further. Let me show you different pictures, and you will try to find out these words are either it's giving one sound or two sounds. Okay, so here it's said. Okay, I can suggest you, if you say, you hear single syllable, so clap once. Okay, it's door. Good. So door is one syllable word. Okay, it's shoe. Shoe. So it's one syllable word. This O and E go together and it is giving one sound. And this is, now see, pencil, 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 pencil. So it's two syllable word because it's pencil, right? So it is two syllable word. Next is, say it, purple, purple. So it's giving two syllables, purple, right? This is how we pronounce, we identify the syllables. Say it now. How do we say it? Bottle, bottle. So it's two syllable. Good job. It was good try. You could do it. Next is, here in one picture there are two things. Look at the picture. There is a glass. So say it, glass. Glass. We don't break it. So yes, we could by happening, but for word we don't break it. So it's one syllable. And now what is in the glass? Water, water, water. So say it, water. How do it sound? Water, water. So it's water. Water is two syllable word. Very good. You got the concept. Now let's see what your book says about it. Your book says a unit of pronunciation having one vowel sound with or without consonants is called syllable. This is the same what we just learned. Okay, there can be consonants, and we know the letters, when we take vowels out, rest of the ABC is consonant. So there can be consonant, there cannot be, but a unit of pronunciation having one vowel sound is one syllable. This is very simple. One vowel sound makes one syllable. Can you memorize? I mean, remember it. Whenever you say, whenever you read, or whenever you want to spell, keep this thing in your mind. One vowel sound makes one syllable, right? Okay. So here on page number 34, there are few objects. You have to write their names and tell to your teacher, is it a one syllable word or two syllable? Okay. So I have done it few for you. Look at this picture. What is this? It's a web. Now say it, web. How many sounds you hear? Web. Yes, that's why it's one syllable word. Next is jar. Say it, jar. How many sounds you hear? It's, yes, so it's one syllable word. Good job. And look at this picture. What is this? Zebra, 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 zip. How do we say it? Zebra. So there are two sounds. Zebra. It is two syllable word. Good job. Now do this practice. Teacher, kindly pause the video and make the children to say these words, to spell these words, and then to write. Don't tell them like just write it. Ask them, say it, spell it, and tell the syllables, and then write in the given spaces. Pause the video and enjoy the activity. Yes, my dear children, are you done with it? Over here, I just want to make an announcement, my dear fellow teachers. Along with this video lecture, in description box, links have been given. That is for lesson plan, for worksheet, for these PPTs. You may take it, download, print it, follow it or modify it. And also because these SLOs are little longer to address, so I suggest, this is just a suggestion, take this lesson on the day when you have 2 lessons, 2 consecutive lessons, so that we can convey the message to the children properly. Or you may make this lesson for 2 days. But what I thought I will take it, if I'm teaching in the class, I will take it on the day when I have 2 consecutive lessons, because somehow or the other, these concepts are linked. All right, so I'm going to the next concept, that is sight words. What are sight words? Sight words are common words that are recognized instantly. Instantly you find out. You need not to apply any reading strategy. You just see and say. That's why these are known as sight words. Its examples are the or the way you say. You need not to read or spell it, the, and you say it and, right? Am I right? Can you read these words instantly? That's why these are known as sight words. So sight words appear so often, so many times we read them. That's why our children also recognize them by sight. And we'll teach them new sight words as well. So for that, I have planned an activity. Teachers, you will make flashcards of the sight words, and you will show the flashcards to the students and say the words. You will show the flashcards to the students and will say the words frequently, because we say these are high frequency words. That's why you need not to stop. Show the card, say it. Show the card, say it. I'm going to do it to demonstrate how we are supposed to do this. Okay, so I have selected a few sight words from the page number 114 of your book. Here are these: the, are, now, who, you, why, red, big, sky, how, but, did, saw, and. Let's do it again. The, are, now, who, you, why, red, big, sky, how, but, did, saw, and. Again, the, are, now, who, you, why, red, big, sky, how, but, did, saw, and. In one order, 3 times we'll do. Now, you will shuffle the cards and show these cards again to students and say it. I'm not going to do it. You yourself will do, and shuffle the cards, and for new orders, just show and say, show and say. And in this way, children will be able to say all these words by themselves the way we are doing, and then you can display these flashcards on a softboard. This is how we'll, because remember, my dear fellows, whenever there is sight words, sight reading, it is not one day activity. We call it ongoing activity. This should be there for a week, for a couple of weeks, for months, or even for whole academic year. How do we do it? We keep doing it repeatedly. This depends upon the caliber of your children. This is your task to decide how long it should be prolonged. All right. So you will make the flashcards, display them on the softboard, make the children to read these cards on daily basis. When you think they are done with these words, then replace the words with new sight words, which are again available on page number 114 of the book. So in this way, with the passage of time, children will be done with all new sight words, and in next class they will learn more. Okay, so in this way, we'll teach them sight words. I hope I conveyed the message. Again, lesson plan is there. These tips I've mentioned there as well. The PowerPoint presentation, worksheet is there. Download it, modify it, or follow it as it is. It's the time for homework, my dear children. Draw and color 3 common objects in your notebook. First draw them, then color them, and then write their names in your notebook. This is your today's homework. And along with that, there is a worksheet. What you are supposed to do, here is a word bank. You have to say and identify the syllables. For one syllable word, write in this column. For two syllable, write in this column. Ask your mama or your teacher to give you a printed form of this worksheet. The link is there in description box. Download it, take a print and practice this concept. And in this way, today we learned how to spell one or two syllable words, and we identified and named some common objects in the pictures, and we also identified, recognized and articulated 2 to 3 lettered sight words. And in this way, we achieved our SLOs, that is, spell simple one or two syllable words, point out or name some common objects in a picture or an illustration, describe them in a word or a sentence, identify, recognize, and articulate common 2 to 3 lettered sight words and words with common spellings. This is what we did today. I hope you enjoyed learning. Tomorrow I will come again with a very interesting lesson. Till that time, take care. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.